Hello again, I'm Dr. John. You've just received your examination. We've determined that you have vertebral subluxation, which is an interference to the flow of energy through your nerve system caused by vertebrae being out of alignment. Well, now that we've discovered where they are, now we need to set out to correct them. Because the subluxation is a devastating physiologic reaction to stress. Let's put it this way. All your life, you have different forces working with your body and against your body. The first one being gravity. Gravity, in the beginning of your life, is developmental. You develop certain curves in the spine that help you to accommodate stress. When you're in the womb, you're in a big C-shaped curve like this. It's called the fetal position. But as you start to crawl and hold your head up, you develop an inward curve in your neck. This isn't perfect, mind you. I'm just doing it for illustration purposes. The outward curve, that was the fetal position when you were in the womb, remains between your shoulder blades. As you start to crawl again, you develop an inward curve in your lower back. In your sacral area, that fetal position remains in your tailbone. So you have an inward curve in the neck, an outward curve in your middle back, inward curve in your lower back, an outward curve in your sacral or tailbone area. These curves give your spine inherent structural strength. Strength that doesn't require any energy on your body's part. But if we begin to lose these curves in the spine, such as head forward posture and such, the loads on the muscles and the structure becomes overwhelming. For every inch the hole for your ear, your external auditory meatus, comes forward of the midline of the shoulder, your head is perceived to weigh 12 to 14 pounds more. It doesn't mean your head actually weighs more. It's the difference between holding a jug of milk at your side, which is in alignment with your joint structure, or holding it out to the side. The weight of the milk hasn't changed. It's just the leverage that gravity has to exert force, and it just appears much heavier. So when you have this normal curve in the neck and your hole for your ear is centered more over your shoulder, you're in alignment with your joint structure. And then that affords passive support or stability. When the head goes forward, we then get increased demand on the muscles that hold the head up. And all the muscles that hold your head up all have their roots in these bumps along your spine, your shoulder blades, and other related structures. So that when the head goes forward, your muscles have to work so much harder to hold it up. So one of the things we look for with our patients is head forward posture. And after your first visit today, we're going to give you a fulcrum. Whether you have an inward curve in your neck or not, we're going to give you a foam wedge that's going to help to remodel the curve in your neck. And you simply are going to lay on your back with this fulcrum under your neck. And just by lying there, it's called passive exercise, you will start to remodel the ligaments, tendons, and structures of your spine so that you can start to take advantage of more passive or joint alignment support rather than active or muscular support. When your muscles have to hold your head up, they start to drain, their energy becomes drained, and they produce more toxins and byproducts of metabolism because they're working harder. These are known as trigger points, muscle spasms, and the like. Well, if we can get the pressure off the nerve, restore the normal curve to the neck, or at least get it moving in that direction again, well, you're gonna function a whole lot better and have a lot more energy. What makes the head go forward? Well, just gravity alone. I like to refer to gravity as the gorilla hand of gravity. It wants to pull your chin to your knees. And as time goes on and we lose this curve, we migrate from just a reversal of the curve to getting this hump pattern in the upper back area. And from the hump pattern, we then move in our 50s and 60s, we accelerate into this pattern called an exhaustion pattern. The whole structural continuity of the body begins to collapse. You go from here to here to here to here. And all the while, your body's folding in on itself. Gravity is unrelenting. So when people say to me, well, I really didn't do anything to bring this on, well, yeah, you have. You've been living life. You've been on the planet. It's called bioaccumulation. So our goal is to just shift the tendency in your life away from collapse, away from imbalance, towards support and balance and having a dynamic body. We want to have a dynamic, functional, adaptive body. And that's what the adjustment's all about. We're going to get your spine moving in the right direction again. We're going to enhance your adaptability by creating a more dynamic and adaptable you. So let's get started.